Okay, I think I'm live. Now, I don't know what you see, but I'm using my shit, tablet, and the picture quality looks horrific. So I hope it's not that bad, what you're seeing. And I can't get this to stay straight. Okay, so hey everybody, my name is Michelle. Some of you know me as Skies Above, but I now have a channel called Addict'S Attic. Why isn't it doing this? Anyway, what I wanted to do, this is my first time going live using StreamYard, and of course it's not coming up on my channel. I don't know why. Shit. Oh, okay, it is coming up. And apparently the picture looks much better on my phone. It is coming up. And apparently. Okay, so, hi, oh, Venus, you're gonna make me cry. Hi, Venus, thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. I really do. What I want to talk about is life being drug-free. It's not easy. Life is not easy. And, you know, things happen in our lives. And if you've been through any type of recovery, like a rehab or even detoxes, they do teach you if you pay attention. So I've got a lot of tools. It's just I'm very stubborn. And right now life is really hard. Really, really hard. And a few days ago, I'm not going to say, okay, so back up. My choice of drug was heroin. And a few days ago, hi, Carolyn Bovine. Oh, thank you. You're all making me cry because I honestly didn't expect anybody to show. And I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. So the other day I got some news that October 6th, this house, it's my brother's house, is going up for auction. Now, many months ago, I knew it was in pre-foreclosure, and I've been living here 5 years with my brother and husband, and he swore he wasn't going to lose the house. So, you know, I just calmed down, I relaxed, I was living life, and I got a phone call the other day that said the house, again, is going up for auction on October 6th. And no matter how long you're clean, that mentality, Tommy from the lifeboat, he actually said the same thing I'm about to say is that your mind goes back to what you knew best. And I wanted to use so bad, not heroin, I just wanted anything that was going to numb me and not make me feel anything. However, I know I can't do that, because if I were to take whatever, I'll probably die. And I don't want to die. And as tough as life is right now, it just breaks my heart that my brother is about to lose this house. Um, he bought it with my mother's inheritance when she passed. Unfortunately, I was still using, and between me and my ex stole thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And of course, I played a big part in all the money getting spent. But my brother did the right thing. He bought a house. And he's had it now for over 20 years. And apparently, they said $111,000 is what it's going to take. Hi, Silent Walker. Thank you for joining. Oh, you're from Tim's channel. Thank you. I do have my phone here, so I can actually see the comments. Yeah, Caroline, you know what? I am very strong, but if you go and watch that 40-minute video I made, my entire life has been nothing but trauma. And I always overcome. I guess I get stronger. I learn lessons. But the way I'm feeling now is hopeless. Absolutely hopeless, desperate. I know nothing about Florida. I went Friday. I went Friday to this place called Social Services. Now, if I were up in Paterson, New Jersey, I would know exactly where to go to get emergency housing, emergency assistance. Down here, the lady handed me a piece of paper with like 15 phone numbers, and I came home, and I guess I'll use the word depressed. I'm sad, so therefore I'm depressed. And of course, I called 0 numbers on Friday. But I guess Monday I'll make some calls. And when I spoke to my brother, I don't know, I think it was yesterday, he said he's going to go to the lawyer and see what he can do. And I think I'm a procrastinator. He's 100 times worse. I mean, we're at the 0 hour. Today's September 10th. October 6th is that fast. It's a moment away. And where do I go? Right? So, like I said, I really wanted to use. Of course, I didn't. I definitely slept, which is a sign of depression, and I know that's not good, but it's certainly better than using drugs. Alcohol, I haven't had since I was 27 years old. I have a blunt I got, over a month ago, right? I know Venus knows, and I took a few puffs, and it's still in my drawer. I like being clear-headed. And I am afraid that if I use, I will die. And I'm not looking forward to death, not yet. Wait, I want to see your comment, Caroline. We are all addicted to something. Yeah, it's funny is I give up the drugs, and my addiction is junk food. Of course, my cigarettes, which I've been smoking since I'm 13, and not giving that up. I can't even think straight. I don't even know why I came on live. I just, like I said, I started this channel in hopes of maybe helping another addict, but this one is kind of for me. I have no one to talk to. I talk to my husband, and I don't know how much, I know the men I live with, they don't express their feelings. They keep them to themselves. So when I'm speaking to my husband, it's like talking to the walls. Helping others is helping yourself. You're exactly right, Caroline. That was my whole intention for this channel. I mean, of course, I started as Skies Above, but as the years went on, I see everybody doing Skies Above's videos, and now they're filtering the shit out of them, and I just it's not that I've lost the passion, but I think this is what I've been meant to do and have been procrastinating for a very long time. But I do want to thank Venus, Cupcake, Mystic, and even Leslie and Voynich, because they were the ones who convinced me that I need to do this. So thank you. Yeah, Silent Walker. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm 61 years old, almost 62. And what I've discovered about myself, although I'm an addict, there are some addicts who will never, ever take an opiate, a benzo, cough syrup that's got alcohol, you know what I mean? Like, they are not going to take anything. Well, I've come to the realization that I can take a prescribed medication as prescribed, and not abuse it. Yeah, I miss our chats too, Venus. I don't know. When I got clean, first of all, I went to rehab, and it was called the TC, Therapeutic Community. It was so hard. They put you through every possible change you could imagine. They made you feel every feeling you possibly could go through. I was going to school. I did my internship at the Bronx Psychiatric Center in New York City because I was going to become a drug counselor. And something happened at the rehab, and I wound up leaving. And 30 years later, I know now I should have stayed and fought. They said my urine had come back with a little bit of alcohol, and there's no way because I hadn't drank since I was 27, and I was, geez, I don't even know. It was like the mid 90s. So I don't know how old I was. 30, 60, like 34 maybe. So I hadn't drank in several years, and I probably should have fought it. But instead, I felt like I got everything I could get out of the rehab, and I left. And within a week, I was back to doing heroin. And 19 years, started sniffing. And then, of course, it wasn't just me, but I'll say me and my big bright ideas said, well, because we're sniffing so many bags a day, why don't we try shooting it? We'll need less. Well, that was bullshit. The more money you had, the more you did. Goblin life. Hi, Goblin life. Mr. Duke. Yes, absolutely. When you're sober long enough, you can be trusted. Absolutely. Yeah, Goblin life. I wish I were doing well. And there is no way you could pay me to drink energy drinks. Huh, because I always, okay, so at a very younger age, I did, the speed and the cocaine, and that was not for me. I always liked the downs, the quaaludes, I just remember quaaludes, and then heroin, and speed is not for me. And those energy drinks, years ago, when Red Bull first came out, I was working in this luncheonette, and the sales rep came in, and I drank, a little tiny bit, and I was like speeding the rest of the day and swore, and I have not touched it. And again, this was the early 2000s, so over 20 years. I've never touched an energy drink. I'm drinking water right now. Yeah. I'm trying to read your comments. Yeah, see, I never used the hand sanitizers, but I did used to have perfume. And, being a woman, you kind of spray it in places. And I guarantee that's where the smallest amount of alcohol showed up. And it was probably from the perfume I was wearing. Oh, Mad Mystic. Now you're going to make me cry. Thank you, Mystic. I appreciate you coming. And Venus is here. I'm so glad you came. Thank you. And Caroline, I've known Caroline a long time. Thanks, Mystic. And thank you, Caroline. I love all of you. I do. I mean, probably if I didn't start this channel, I'm not going to say I'd go back to using, because those days are gone, but I have no one to talk to. And if you don't release this stuff, it affects the body. And I haven't been feeling well. And of course the anxiety, once I got that phone call the other day, the anxiety went through the roof. I don't think there's any amount of medication, at least what the doctor has prescribed, is doing nothing for me. Mr. Duke, Anna here, darling, how can we help? To be honest, no one can help. My brother needs $111,000 to save his house. I get $600 a month because I'm on SSI. Been paying between my husband and I. We pay the bills. We take the dogs to the vet. We take the dogs to the groomer. I pay for my car insurance. My brother works now from home, but my brother has a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in business. And when that bullshit virus hit, he lost his career. And I would bet my last nickel that depression runs in our family. And I think he was so depressed and in such denial that he chose to do nothing. But like I said, now he swears. He had hired a lawyer a few months ago, and then, we never heard a word about it. And he tells my husband and I nothing. Yeah, you're right. The system is designed for us to fail. And I'm tired. I'm tired of how do I say this? It's not like I'm playing the victim or oh poor me. I'm telling you the truth. Again, go watch that 40-minute video. I told you pretty much everything about my life. And when I moved down here, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my days here. I hadn't seen my brother in over 20 years. And I'm sure, like I've changed, he's changed. He's not the man I remember. I'm just, I just feel hopeless. I feel like, I don't know what to do. When we moved from New Jersey to Florida, they told us to leave everything behind. Everything. Why? Because his ex was a hoarder, for those who don't know that. It took my husband literally, up until recently, he just got the garage cleared out where we can pull a car in. The house has been cleaned out for a couple of years. But my brother has things that he could sell. And when I told him start selling shit, he basically ignored me. And there are a few things that I could sell, but there's other things that, because they're not in my name, I can't sell them, or they literally belong to him, so I cannot sell them. But you know, uh, then I think maybe if my husband and I move out of here, well, there's 3 dogs. And the one dog I'm very attached to, but I don't want to separate the dogs. And I think it's best if I do have to move that just my husband and I go and live wherever. My brother made his bed and now he has to lie in it. But what hurts is that, he told me come live here. And I don't blame him because I don't think anybody expected what happened the last 2 years to happen. But I do blame him for not taking care of business a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Can you guys can hear me all right? I hope you can. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. I actually sold something during Christmas time. And what I asked for, the woman paid me more. Apparently, I didn't know the value of what I was selling. Yeah, my brother is younger. He's 3 years younger than I am. Yeah, Mystic, you said it. Empathy. Thank you, Caroline. So you can hear me. That's good because I wasn't sure, and I meant to ask a long time ago, and I'm just, I don't know. My mind is in 1,000 places at one time. So yeah. So Silent Walk. I when I originally started this channel, I really didn't know how often I was going to do it. Um, whether it was going to be every day. But I think it's going to be more like once a week. Um, but I have to say that Republican Distress and the Lifeboat sent a lot of people to this channel, and I thank them both. I was shocked that after, that 40-minute video, I had 52 I think 52. I don't know, but I was just surprised. Um, so if the subscribers, continue to grow, then maybe I'll do it more than once a week. But right now, with everything that's going on, and I have a lot going on, I've got to make 1,000 phone calls. Um, Also in Florida, like I said, I know nothing about the way their system works, but I'm pretty sure in downtown Tampa, there has got to be offices where I can go and get emergency housing. There has to be. I don't know about every state. I'm just assuming, which I don't like to assume, but I would like to hope that every state has places for people who, are in my position. I mean, I've done everything I'm supposed to do since I've moved down here. I got my license back. I have 2 cars. I pay for the insurance for both cars. I had a cat. She passed away. We had 2 outdoor cats. The one died. And now at Mystic, if you're listening, we can't find Mama. She's been gone for 4 days. We keep looking for her. And if she did pass away, we just want to find her body and put her next to her daughter, But my scumbag neighbors, and I will always call them that, I'm sorry, they moved out and they left their cat. And that cat has now become my friend. And I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. I don't know. Its name is Oreo. I don't like that name, Oreo. So I'm just calling it either Buddy or Kitty, because I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But this cat is so lovable. I have to call it, and I don't know. It jumps on my lap, it purrs, it lets me, kiss the top of its head, her head. So I want to keep the cat. So if I have to move, I'm sorry for my brother, but those are not my dogs. And as attached as I am to the one, I can't do it. I can't. Oh, Mystic, she was the older, she was the mother of all these cats around here. And recently she lost so much weight. So much weight. But she always hung out in my neighbor's yard. And my neighbor, he's getting married, so he lives with his girlfriend, and no one's in the house right now. But we have his number, and he's given us permission to search his yard. And just a couple hours ago, my husband and we were lifting, I don't know what they are, bushes, leaves. We were lifting everything, just looking to see if we could find her. I don't know where she could have gone. Thank you, Silent Walk. Yeah, I'm an animal. I was thinking that we would smell the death. I don't smell anything, and maybe someone else is feeding her. I hope so, but again, I just have there's so much going on right now, and with all that, now not knowing the state I'm in, I have to find a place to live, and I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but when I was in Patterson, for the ones who know me, I lived in the straight up ghetto. I'm talking ghetto as it gets, Patterson, New Jersey. I came down here and I live in a beautiful neighborhood. And I don't want to have to leave here. because I'm afraid that with the income and if the government helps, I'm going to wind up back in. The ghettos down here aren't like up north, but I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't. You know what I mean? I just don't. So, I don't know. I don't pray. I don't really believe in a God. I believe in, I guess, more than one God. So, for those of you who pray, maybe you can pray for me, pray for my brother, that he gets off his ass and does the right thing. You know, Caroline, I tried to search online, and I am so not tech savvy that I search, and then they wind up telling me to take surveys. So obviously, I'm doing something wrong. But I do have that list of phone numbers, and I will call them Monday. I'll start calling. Yeah, emergency housing. And when I asked the woman at the social services not far from my house, she just looked at me like, and I want to be careful with my words here, because the first thing you've got to know is never have I been prejudiced. My best friend since a little girl is a black girl, and her name is Charmaine. Her nickname's Chachi. My husband's ex is black. All his children are mixed. My daughter's baby daddy, he's mixed, black and white. So all my grandchildren are mixed. But when I went into that social services building, I felt like they were very prejudiced because of the color of my skin. White people aren't allowed to need help. White people aren't allowed to become homeless. White people aren't allowed to have medical issues and can't work. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I was the only white person in the building that day. Goblin Life, find a sub you can trust that will help you. Well, Tommy from the lifeboat, I emailed him, and I don't know what he said. He said he knew somebody and he was going to get me some information. And it's not that I'm impatient, but I've not heard back. So I don't hold my breath on that. And again, I don't mean to sound like a total scumbag, but I've learned in my life that the only person I can count on is me. It would be a miracle if someone were to actually help me, because I'm not used to getting help, and I don't like to ask for help. When several months ago, when the house was in pre-foreclosure, I put a GoFundMe up to save me from becoming homeless. I got zero, not one penny, not a goddamn nickel, not a nickel. So I expect nothing. Yeah, Mr. Duke, there's an apartment complex that my husband and I know of. Uh, it's in Tampa, and I I know my husband knows the address. I could probably call just by the address and get the phone number. Um, yeah, you're right. Divide, divide, divide. Well, you know, like in Patterson, everybody I knew was black. My best friend is black. I know a lot of Spanish people. I know Asian people. I know gay people. I don't care what color your fucking skin is. It's what's in here that matters. When I close my eyes, what do I see? I see black. I don't see the color of your skin. I hear your voice and I can feel you. Yeah, my husband, he has some Indian in him too, but I, 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 I just don't know. I don't know. He was adopted, and he found out a little, about his background. I don't know. So I must have missed something. So you said somebody just got out of jail too. Oh shit, Mr. Duke. Let me tell you about the gutterest place I ever been. About 100 of them. Homeless, middle of the winter, nowhere to go. Wasn't even shooting dope no more. I was on the methadone program. But because my husband and I were not legally married, they wanted him to go to one shelter and me to go to another. And my husband didn't want to be separated. So we chose to stay in an abandoned building. Now, we knew a bunch of drug addicts still using, and they took us to this huge abandoned factory, no roof. We chose to take the second floor, and we used to set traps. So if anybody came up in the middle of the night, we'd hear them. Used to wash my clothes in the Passaic River. You know, slept in goddamn crack houses. Slept on a kitchen floor under a kitchen table where the people were around me as this is prior to me getting off the heroin. As I'm laying on the floor, dope sick as hell, they're all smoking crack and doing sniffing dope while I laid there sick. Not one person offered me a little dope to feel better. Again, that's my life. I don't expect, because when you expect things, you get let down. Um, yeah, I hang out with no one, and the few people I do know, um, I do know one couple that are using right now, but I don't hang out with them. but I do have contact with one of their family members, and that's all I'm going to say. Um, hmm. Yeah, tell my story. Tell the story of how, I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die. I couldn't take it anymore. And when I got that phone call the other night, immediately that was the thought. I don't want to live no more. I can't take anymore. I've been through too much. How much heartache, heartbreak can one person take in a lifetime? Well, I'm still alive. And I have blood pressure pills that I guarantee if I ate them all, my heart would stop. But I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not. I'm going to go through the emotions I have to go through. I'm going to dust off my knees. I'm going to pick myself back up. And I'm going to do what I have to do. I don't want to move far from here because there's a young man that I drive to work every day and pick up. And I really do like this guy. I respect him a lot. He's about to be 24. And in less than 1 year working at this job, he has proved himself and is now a supervisor. And he's making decent money. And I know it's not a big deal if if I can no longer drive him, you know what I mean? What am I going to do? But I would like to stay in this area. I just don't know enough about it. 5 years, and I really know nothing about where I live. Nothing. Yeah, one step at a time. I hear you, Mystic. But the negative thoughts, they do come. That's realistic. You know me, Mystic. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit nobody. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not gonna act like everything's just fucking fine, because everything's really not fine. I'm having a real hard time with this right now. I am so angry with my brother. I am so disappointed in him. So disappointed. Well, silent walk, I think that is key, not to hang around people that are using anything. My husband drinks beer. He's been drinking beer since I've known him. He was born, and you can look this up. It's called Ehlers-Danlos, Ehlers-Danlos. It's a skin. It's a skin and joint lack of collagen. It's a genetic disorder, and rather Then pop the pills they want him to pop. He drinks a few beers a day. Am I happy with it? No, I'm not. But he put up with me for 19 years of shooting heroin. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to leave him because he drinks. You guys make me cry when I read this. I have come a long way. I have. I shouldn't even be here right now. Back in the early 90s, I overdosed. And if it wasn't for a girl giving me CPR, I wouldn't be here. And the girl dialed 911. She knew my mother's number. She told my mother, get to the hospital. They don't think she's going to make it. But I made it. And then I continued to do heroin for several more years. Until So, Carolyn, I'm going to respond to your comment. What I do every night is I call it a ritual. This is totally off the subject of addiction. I have always felt, how do I say this without sounding like I'm more crazy than I already am. I have some sort of ESP. I have dreams that come true. And do I talk to the dead? Maybe. But every night before I go to sleep, I have this ritual that I do. And that helps me. It helps me a lot. It helps me a lot. That's like a different story, maybe for a different day. If you watch Mystic, it's on her channel. I guess if you go to Skies Above channel and go to my playlist shows I was on, there's one of them where I tell the story about what happens at night before I go to sleep, what I do, my ritual, and how everything comes to me. But I am going to mention, wasn't going to do this. My father's sister passed away when she was 18. And I was very small. And I remember going to Grandma's house and seeing this beautiful young woman on a picture. And I would say, who's that? And they said, Vera. I said, who's that? Grandma said that was her daughter. She died at the age of 18. You're welcome, Silent Walk. You know what? I don't know how to do that right now because I'm fucking. I don't know how to do. Wait, you know what? I think I could probably do it like this, right? Let me see. I gotta find Mystic. Just bear with me 1 second. That didn't work. How do I make somebody a moderator? It says make cam guests. I can have guests. More. Post, comment, layout, private chat, broadcast info, settings, cancel. I guess you lost me for a moment. Did you lose me for a minute? I don't even know what I just did. I was trying to figure out how to make moderators, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. I can do it from my phone. Okay, so Mystic is the moderator. Okay, I don't know many of you, and please don't take this personal, but until I do a few more live streams and get to know you, I will make more more moderators if that's okay with you. Amazing. Someone who's so not tech savvy, and I could make you a moderator. Where the hell is it? From my phone, but I don't know how to do it from the tablet. But Mystic, remember I told you I knew I could go live on StreamYard through my tablet, and it took me no time at all to figure it out. And thank you for saying support my channel. I appreciate that. Yeah, so hey, I would appreciate some thumbs up. I have 11 people watching and not one thumbs up. If you don't mind me asking, I would appreciate that. Yeah, you love Mystic. Mystic is a researcher, so I guess I should tell you that too. Not only am I an ex-addict, I am a total conspiracy theorist. Don't get me started on the Queen. Don't get me started on the new king who had his wife killed. That'll probably get me in big trouble. Allegedly, Diana died in a car accident. We all remember that, right? Yeah, that's probably going to get me in trouble for saying that. First live stream, and I'm going to lose my channel. That's all right. That's all right. Silent Walk, thank you. Silent Walk, are you a male or a female, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just curious. Caroline, you don't have to thank me. We go back quite a few years. I see Patrick is building trains, and I'm glad he survived. I am. I'm glad he survived. Yeah, Goblin. Uh, yeah, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. Um, it's funny because I was still using. Wait, was I using? No, I had stopped using. So when the Twin Towers went down, well, of course, I thought that was all real, right? Of course, I did. And then once I got, okay, so I from heroin, I had tried Suboxone, and the Suboxone was working lovely. But because we were staying in a crack house, asshole me tried some crack, which is totally not my choice of drug because I don't like that speedy feeling. And when I went to the doctor and cocaine showed up in my system, he stopped giving me my Suboxone. So the last resort was death, or the one thing I swore I would never do was take methadone. But I had known some people that were on the methadone program and they were doing well. So rather than take my life, I got on the methadone program. They told me I have to drink it my entire life. I believed it. 5 years into drinking it every day, I was at 100 milligrams. I decided I wanted to get off that stuff. I had been handcuffed to heroin for 19 years. I was now handcuffed to methadone for 5. And the only difference between methadone and heroin is the methadone is legal. You don't get high, but it gives you the false energy. You have no aches and pains. Anyway, so it took me 2.5 years to get off the methadone. But while I was on the methadone, that's when I started noticing the skies. And I bought my very first, one of these things. One of these things. And I started making videos of the skies. And then I started seeing all the different videos that were up there. And immediately I was drawn to what I would call like the truthers. You know what I mean? The truth movement. And I found out that 9/11 was an inside job. I found out that there had been many, many psyops throughout my lifetime. Um, you know, so yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe half the shit I see on the. Well, I'm not a big news watcher to begin with. My husband and my brother both watch the news, and they're both into sports. I think all the sports are rigged. I think they're all fake, and the news is all propaganda. So I get my news this way, watching Mystic. Mystic has a bunch of channels. I just lost myself. Where am I? Mystic is, if she puts in her, she has a bunch of channels. Mad Mystic 777, but her main channel was removed the day she got 1,000 subscribers. She got porn bombed and they took down her channel. But if anybody else in here is into seeking truth, check out Mystic, Mad Mystic 777. Oh God, no. The mark, the jab. You're talking about the jab? Never. Never. They can put a gun to the temple and I will never take. I will never. And it blows my mind to tell you that my husband, who has health issues, should have been advised not to take it, and he got it, and he got the booster. And then my brother, who also, he's got asthma really bad. He's had it since a child, never outgrew it. He recently got the shot and got the booster. Living with a tinfoiled hat conspiracy theorist motherfucker like me, and they go out and take the jab. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Again, I have to, as much as I love my husband and brother, I can't force them to do anything, right? I can't make them not do something. But my husband, I've told him 1,000,000 times, they are never to cut me open. Do not resuscitate. Like, oh, he knows my wishes. He knows. I've told him 1,000 times. Okay, Caroline, you go to bed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you came in tonight. As you saw, you made me cry because I just didn't expect I didn't expect anybody, to be honest with you. Yes, tell Patrick I say hey. And then I'm proud of him for continuing his life after losing Angie. Yeah, so you're 33. I appreciate my elders' morals, values, knowledge, wisdom. You know what, Goblin? At 33, I remember being 33. That was pretty much the beginning of my heroin addiction. I thought I knew everything. I'm about to be 62 and I still don't know shit. I know nothing. The deeper you go into the rabbit hole, the more questions you have. If your intuition is good, always go with your intuition. Always. I'm very intuitive. I'm very empathic. I don't know. I don't know what else I am besides just I am therefore I am. Um, yeah, I think a lot of us started noticing the skies were different. And once you go down the rabbit hole, huh, it's so deep. I mean, all the way back to our history that we have been lied to about practically everything, ancient history that has been withheld from us. These are the things our children should be taught, not not knowledge withheld, but taught about how to heal yourself with plants instead of pharmaceuticals. Mr. Duke just said, thank you. Oh, I think you just said mystic. Well, thank you for that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Burning of the books. Yeah. I mean, the book, the Bible. I know nothing about the Bible except for basic instructions before leaving Earth. I was told that as a child. Um, yeah. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I don't, I, I don't resonate with that. Um, my name is Michelle, and if you look up what that means, the same as Michael, it means one who is like God. And if we are infinite beings, then are we not gods? Little g, big G, any G, so um, I'm confused. I don't be by just I don't know. Exactly, Mr. Jude. Those are the some of the instructions I've given my husband. That if I'm suffering, I don't want him to commit murder, but I want him to give me whatever it is I have, and let me go out my way. Let me go out my way. Again, not that I want to die today, because I don't. I don't. I have a battle, yet another battle to fight. And, it's funny, as depressed and as upset I am, my intuition tells me that moving is going to be uh, best for me. And I've been feeling that for months. Although in the beginning, when the house first, we were told foreclosure, I was devastated. And then my brother swore, no, he's not going to lose the house, not going to lose the house. But even back then, I thought if my husband and I were to move, we would be better off. But I don't want to move. I'm not in the best of health. I'm not 40 years old no more. I can't lift 100 pounds like I used to. It's going to be very hard for me to move the few things I have to another place. Um, totally lost my train of thought. You have to forgive me. Goblin life, gotta go. Steadfast sister. Okay, goblin life. Um, I don't want to sound picky. I'm just gonna bust your chops. But my name is 1L Michele. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little picky with that. Because everybody spells it with two. But my mother spelled it the French way with 1L. So, yeah. That you don't have to be sorry. I'm just letting you know it's 1L. If you spell it with two, that's fine. But Michele, Michelle, Mr. Duke, Anna, Anna. Okay. 72 Greater and Lesser Keys of Solomon book. You might find enlightenment there. Yeah, there's so many books I would love to read. I really would. Um, the issue is money. There is no money. There's no extra money at the end of the week, at the end of the month. There's usually at the end of the month, my debit card or my bank card is minus money. So when I get my SSI, you know, uh, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you the facts. That's the way it goes. Goblin life, I'm Shane. Graced by God. See, cool. I like that. Hi, Shane. Common sense person. That's what I like to be. So I want to tell you something, Silent Walk, and I guarantee Mystic can confirm this, that the person you see tonight, I will always be like this. I mean, I won't always be crying and upset, but I am. I don't bullshit. In fact, I hate liars. I hate them. Um, Being a drug addict, I had to lie. I had to cheat people. Cheat people's not. I had to scam people out of money. Um, I don't like to lie. Um, what you see is what you get. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. Um, I don't mean any offense with what I'm about to say, but if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'd rather tell you the truth and hurt your feelings. You'll get over that. But if I lie to you, eventually the truth will come out and you'll no longer trust me. So, what's the point in lying? You know, I just tell it like it is. Yeah, so I don't know how long I've been on, an hour ago. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end um, because this was my first live stream and I just wanted to see how it went. Honest and straight up. I love that about her. Thanks, Mystic. You do know me. You know me very well, actually. All right, so for everybody who was here tonight, I really do thank you for coming. Um, Again, I didn't expect anyone, but 11 people, 12 people. I don't know how many were here. Enough. Uh, I will do this again. Let's see what happens after this airs and see how many views I get once a week. For now, it'll be once a week. And I'll keep you posted on what's going on with my living arrangements. And I really, truly, I thank everybody for being here tonight. And if you are suffering from addiction or know anyone who is suffering from addiction, please, please, please email me. I don't know if I have it in the About section, but Addict'S Attic 69@gmail.com or skyisabove69@gmail.com, and you just tell me what's going on, and if you want to talk, email or on the phone, I will be more than happy to help you, because deciding to get off drugs, it's two choices: life, where's my finger, life or death. That's it. There's no in between. You think you're functioning, oh, you can function for a while, but eventually that goes away. So it's got life and death. So please, if you can even leave it in the comments and leave your email, and I'll get back to you. But I'm going to say goodnight now. Thank you, everybody, so much. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Mystic, if it wasn't for you, I would have never done this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see y'all next time.